My phone knows me better than I know myself. It's not just a tool or a gadget. It's become a silent observer, quietly recording the details of my life, even the ones I barely notice. It's always with me, on my bedside table when I sleep, tucked in my pocket as I move through the day, or resting in my hand as I scroll and swipe. It's the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I check at night. We all click agree on terms and conditions we never read, granting permissions without a second thought. Each tap is a tiny surrender, a trade of privacy for convenience, and we rarely pause to consider what we're really giving away. But what does my phone actually know about my day? Not just the big things, but the tiny forgettable moments, the random searches, the late-night messages, the places I lingered for just a few minutes. I decided to find out. I wanted to peel back the layers and see what my digital shadow really looked like. For one day I'd become a detective, investigating my own phone. I'd follow the trail of data breadcrumbs it left behind. This device holds my contacts, photos, calendar, and even my late-night search history. It's a digital diary, storing memories and secrets I might have forgotten myself. It knows who I talk to, where I go, what I buy, and what I might want next. It's almost as if it can predict my needs before I even realize them. We trust our phones completely, but is that trust earned, or just a side effect of convenience? Have we traded our privacy for a sense of ease? I wasn't aiming for paranoia or planning to go off-grid. I just wanted to understand the relationship I have with this device. I rely on my phone for everything, like everyone else. It's woven into the fabric of my daily routine, almost impossible to imagine life without it. But that uneasy feeling, like when an ad pops up for something you only mentioned aloud, kept nagging at me. It's a reminder that my phone is always listening, always watching. I wanted facts, not anxiety. I needed to know what was real and what was just paranoia. So I set out to track the tracker, to see what my phone really knew. I wanted to see the invisible threads connecting my actions to the data collected. I suspected that after this, I'd never look at my phone the same way again. And maybe, just maybe, I'd finally understand the true cost of convenience. To start, I needed the right tools. My Android phone already had most of them, tucked away in its settings. First stop, the Google Activity Dashboard, a log of nearly everything I do online. Then, the digital well-being section, showing exactly how much time I spend on each app. I checked the permissions manager to see which apps could access my camera, mic, contacts, and location. The rules were simple: use my phone as usual, no tricks. I document my findings at morning, midday, afternoon, and evening. I was especially curious about what my phone did when I wasn't using it. With my toolkit ready, I braced myself for what I might find. At midnight, the audit began. My day started with my phone's alarm, a data point confirming I was awake. A quick scroll through news and emails, and already my Google Activity Dashboard was filling up. My commute triggered location tracking. Google Maps pinpointed my route and my location. History traced every step. Even how long I waited at the station was logged. On the train, I listened to a podcast, another data point, feeding recommendations and profiling my interests. Every choice, no matter how small, refined the digital portrait company's hold of me. By the time I reached work, my phone knew my wake-up time, interests, route, and listening habits. This level of surveillance would have seemed like science fiction not long ago. Now, it's just a normal morning. The real question: what happens to all this data once it leaves my device? By midday, my phone was logging every email, document, and message, each notification a digital breadcrumb quietly mapping my day. During a break, I chatted with a colleague about camping gear. Our phones sat on the desk, untouched, screens dark but microphones potentially active. Later, scrolling through social media, I was startled to see an ad for the exact tent we'd discussed, as if the algorithm had been eavesdropping. I hadn't searched for it, typed it, or even written it down, just spoken the words aloud in casual conversation. Curious and a bit uneasy, I checked my phone's permissions. More apps than I expected had access to my microphone, quietly running in the background. Companies claim they don't use ambient listening for ads, but the timing felt uncanny, almost too precise to be coincidence. Even if the mic wasn't actively listening, the fact that it could be, at any moment, was deeply unsettling. Apps often request permissions far beyond what they need, quietly collecting data in the background. A simple photo app might want your contacts and location. Why would it need that? The reasons are rarely clear. The justifications are buried deep in privacy policies, but the result is a device full of sensors, always ready to collect, analyze, and transmit. My casual conversation had become a data point, whether through the mic or more subtle tracking. My life quietly catalogued. The phone on my desk felt less like a helpful tool and more like an informant, always listening, always watching. This incident highlighted how little we truly understand about what our devices are really doing and how much we take for granted. The line between convenience and intrusion is thinner than we think. Sometimes it's almost invisible. My trust in my phone was starting to feel misplaced, and I couldn't help but wonder who, or what, was really listening in. In the afternoon, I did some online window shopping, trainers' clothes, a birthday gift. I didn't buy anything, just browsed. But in the world of digital tracking, looking is as good as telling. Minutes later, ads for those trainers and brands followed me everywhere online. This is ad personalization and retargeting in action, cookies and trackers sharing my interests across the web. I checked my Google ad profile. It had my age, gender, language, and a list of interests, some spot on, some amusing. Advertisers don't know my name, but they know a version of me built from my data. Our personal data fuels the digital advertising industry. Every click and search is market research, traded for free services. Seeing my interests laid out was strange, like reading a stranger's notes about me. After work, my phone became my entertainment hub. Streaming services suggested films and shows tailored to my viewing history. The algorithm knew my taste better than some friends. It's convenient, but it also creates a filter bubble, feeding me more of what I already like. My viewing and listening habits are logged, shaping not just recommendations, but even what new content gets made. Later, a music app suggested a calm vibes playlist after I texted a friend about feeling stressed. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe the algorithm picked up on keywords and adjusted accordingly. The line between helpful and intrusive blurred. Data collection isn't just about ads, it shapes our entire digital experience. Algorithms learn from us, holding our attention longer with every interaction. My relaxing evening was really a feedback loop between me and the algorithms. The dance was silent, but constant. At night, I set my alarm and put my phone on the bedside table. The screen went dark, but the phone stayed connected, still working. What does my phone do while I sleep? In the morning, I checked. No camera activity, but several apps had accessed my location overnight. The weather app updated the forecast. A social app refreshed its feed. Even asleep, my phone was reporting my whereabouts. Background data logs showed apps talking to their servers all night, syncing, updating, and maybe tracking. My phone was busy, consolidating and transmitting data while I slept. The audit was complete. The sheer volume of data was overwhelming. The convenience of modern life comes at the cost of a constant stream of personal information. Why does a weather app need my location history? Why does a social platform want my interests? The answer: business. We live in a data economy, and personal information is the currency. Most data is collected for targeted advertising. Companies pay to reach the right people. Data also improves products, better recommendations, smarter maps, more accurate predictions. But not all data collection is benign. Sometimes, data is sold to brokers. Companies you've never heard of, building detailed profiles for marketing, finance, or politics. This is where data collection becomes risky. It's normal for a Maps app to need your location, but not for a simple game to want your contacts and mic. The key is functionality. If an app asks for more than it needs, be wary. Understanding this is the first step to making smarter choices. My 24-hour audit didn't make me want to ditch my phone. Surprisingly, it made me appreciate just how much these devices are woven into our lives. Instead of abandoning it, I wanted to use it smarter, with more intention and awareness. You don't need to be a tech expert or a privacy guru to reclaim your digital privacy and take back some control. Start with a simple permissions audit. Check which apps can access your mic, camera, location, and contacts. Turn off what's unnecessary, and don't be afraid to be strict. For location services, only allow access when an app is in use, not all the time. This limits background tracking. For sensitive permissions, disable them entirely unless you absolutely need them for a specific task. In your Google account, review and delete assigned interests, and check what data is being collected about you. You can also opt out of ad personalization to reduce targeted ads and limit data sharing. Use browsers with built-in privacy protections to block trackers and keep your browsing habits more private. These small acts of digital hygiene, done regularly, can make a big difference. They can shrink your data footprint and help you feel more secure in your digital life. Living in the digital world means understanding the bargain we make for convenience and learning how to set boundaries. By taking a few simple steps, you can protect your information and your peace of mind. We can tip the balance back in our favor, making our devices work for us, not the other way around. We can enjoy our smartphones, stay connected, and still keep our personal lives private. You don't have to give away your entire life story just to use your device. It's your device, your data. So decide who gets to see it and take charge of your digital peace of mind.